back for another winners bracket round 2 match of Rivals Pro, this time versus In4Fun and Papierfresse. I am once again joined by our admin at GKPunk. Everybody say hello again.
Hello again. That was good.
Amazing. And we should have our pick bans starting in just a moment here. The ping has been sent out to the players, and In4Fun will ban first. That's Sapienza, an early ban from In4Fun. I remember many a mirror match on Sapienza against In4Fun, so an early ban, and of course Papier banning Haven Island because we simply can't ever see that map in this tournament. Quick Miami
Yeah,
pick.
Sapienza might have been a target ban against Papier, though. He's really good at that. Picked that last time, won.
And something there that we do get to see is Berlin guaranteed as our second map, and other players will decide on the decider. In4Fun bans the quickest map in Hokkaido. Now just Scale and Whittleton left to choose, and looks like our decider is Scale. Whittleton has been banned by Papier. So our three maps are Miami, then Berlin, then potentially Scale. And I just need to check out what our item bans will end up being. Papier will be first on that front. Alright, and we should have soon our bans and our timer decided for Miami map number 1. In4Fun, obviously, very comfortable on Miami, like pretty much every other map, but it is a map where a lot of spins can fall under sort of an umbrella, so then you have like your one strat that you're just extremely comfortable with. I mentioned in chat potential for a trank ban because of some of the disguise grabs. That is specifically the reason I banned the snail and not the trank, because there are some disguises that that just get way more annoying, like the blue seed driver, for instance, when you can't bring in a trank. But you know, a lot of them then also possible with the snail, so unless both are banned. And looks like we might be seeing those items here soon. Players are deciding on their loadouts, maybe pre-loading. And there we have it. It is a ban on the snail, and then also on the remote emetic device. So one half of both of the dart options have been banned, and the snail for the sedative and the emetic, obviously. So both dart guns are available for whatever needs they might have in terms of grabbing disguises. And then we'll have our match start in just about 2 minutes here. Sort of impossible to ban every potential option that a player might have for any given strategy. So for the most part, a lot of your bans are just going to be about throwing off your opponent and taking away whatever their like default strategy is for something, to actually make them have to think about that.
Yeah, exactly. The bans aren't there to make the game unplayable. Just play play it a little differently. That's exactly right. That's perfectly put.
And I imagine we got two very good players here. Both of them will be able to come up with secondary strats if they need to. And Papier is showing us an amazing clear out of the garage here. Only like 4 times unconscious witness there. Oh, and a non-target killed, apparently. I don't know how that happened, but...
Whoa! Oh, he, like hit the garage door and the ragdoll died in the middle of it.
His, the front of his hat went out of bounds, so he died.
Yeah. That's where your life, the last part of your life stays in.
And our spin is going live here in a moment. Punk, if you want to take that for us.
Yeah, it's a kind of a boring spin, probably. Sierra Knox with the screwdriver as the waiter, electrocution for Robert as the thwack driver. The snail's banned once again in Miami with the thwack driver. Mentioned this yesterday. It's a bit easier with that, but obviously you can just use what you did yesterday with the
Yeah, this is just my spin
crank.
again.
Yeah. We are still blaming Hitmap for all spin-related things. This one doesn't. This one isn't Curry Maker. This one's still Hitmaps.
So I imagine, especially because I heard In4Fun comment on it specifically, that he will be going for the trank dart approach rather than an emetic. And I don't actually know what these NPCs are even panicked for. Like, the dart missed, but I don't know how he got compromised there. And Papier is actually opting for an emetic on the driver to go ahead and get him upstairs.
Yeah, a bit slower, but also not using as many resources. The 2 darts. But if the front doesn't need it, just like you didn't yesterday, it's probably better to just go fast.
Yeah, I was pretty happy to see at that point that the second disguise was extremely easy in waiter. So not really too much on the dart side of things to worry about. And In4 has grabbed the thwack driver. Obviously, there's a ton of different screwdrivers that you can grab on your way. Most notably, the one that's in the garage itself.
Yeah, there's so many options, and one right below the satellite dish.
So I imagine we'll see a proxy disguise here, grabbing the free waiter from In4Fun, and then that'll allow him to go in and get his Sierra kill done. He'll just pick this up on the way back.
Another screwdriver. There's just so many. One thing with the something like a Berlin, or I mean, a lot of techs carry it, so it's not as out there for Miami. But yeah, lots of screwdrivers on this map. There's another.
Yeah, I think Berlin is honestly the only map where it would matter if the professional screwdriver was counted as a screwdriver kill. I think pretty much every other map it doesn't really make much of a difference. We do also see the micro taser in hand for In4Fun. As far as I know, surprisingly, I don't think there's any car batteries on this map anywhere.
Yeah, that's ironic, because all these screwdrivers, but no car batteries.
And there is a no loadout. There is, like, I think 2 no loadout options for Electro, but you're not really going to do that with this spin since you're allowed to bring in the taser.
There's the first kill. Papier actually gets it ahead of In4Fun. It's gonna be very close. It's unless there's a change. Oh, Papier decides to do a dance up on the stage.
Yeah, you can't
That's
climb.
the waiter. Can't drop from there.
4G7 is stuck up there forever. And there is the kill. Actually, it does that outside of the door, which can be scary because throwing a lethal melee can get you insta-spotted.
Yeah, luckily he doesn't get spotted there. And Papier back to his flag driver. So is man, In4Fun almost getting spotted
Yeah.
by Sierra's enforced
Bridget,
defense,
is that her name? Her girlfriend?
probably.
I think it's Bridget. I don't know. But, In4Fun.
Annoying.
Oh, wow. Did he even get the bathroom smuggle? Look at this. In4Fun's in my fan club.
Yeah, Chris is actually playing the game right now.
This is... I was surprised when you said that you don't use... This is, like, one of 2 smuggles that I use on this map, and that's it.
No, I use the one behind that medic tent.
Yeah, I use
Waiter disguise.
that one when I need a briefcase, and I use this one when I don't.
It's because that's a briefcase one. You don't need it for anything else. That's how
Yeah.
I look at it. So it's like you don't need the small smuggle anymore.
All the other smuggles on the map, I honestly probably don't even know where they are. I don't use any other ones.
Yeah, In4Fun passing another screwdriver. Papier slightly behind now
Ooh.
because of that stage dancing shenanigans. It's gonna be really, really close. I'm gonna have to watch out for the 2 done buttons just for
And-
more Chris fan club stuff. Prepping the door, maybe.
And looks like he actually might be going for
Oh,
a quick
wow.
seeker rather than
Nice.
laptop and peekaboo. And then yeah, that's a good seeker shot there.
Calculated. That formula probably exists in a Google Sheets.
Yeah, we get it In4Fun. You studied maths. Papier is also
Papier.
gonna opt for the seeker.
It's a little safer, but still an impressive shot nonetheless. Sideways
Yeah.
target moving into another room.
Always feels good to hit those. And there is the guard right out here, so that's not gonna be great for Papier.
Yeah, he's going in and out of the room. He's
Infer's
he's
not even gonna
pressed
bother with it.
Taser.
Huh.
And Robert just walked past it. So the puddle was
wow.
electrified.
I just realized on
He's not
In4Fun's side, the seeker took Robert to the wrong bathroom. So he's going to have to set that up and then come back with his disguise. So both players having a bit of struggles here with this last kill. And it's cute. His guard just stands right next to him. Now there are NPCs that can see through this window.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how tight the sight line is. I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh wow,
That's
and a
good.
distraction.
Gotcha.
So he's gonna have to
Yeah,
drop
that's why I
something
was
quickly.
wondering if it was easier, if it was possible to go for the other sync. I've never messed around with that one.
Looks like he redirected that.
Yeah, he's booking it for that disguise, and
Yeah. He's got to get the kill
Up-
quickly.
up here just waiting for Robert to walk out, and hopefully he hits it. On the disguise, pop the taser, gets the shotgun for the door, and
Yeah.
Robert walks out of the bathroom for Papier, no kill.
Wow, I'm actually really surprised that that puddle wasn't close enough. I mean, the puddles in this game can be absurdly large in some cases, but that'll kind of seal the deal. In4Fun, already a little bit ahead there, but that kind of confirms it.
It would be funny if he walks in and dies instantly.
Yeah, it looks like it should reach, but he got like the perfect trajectory to walk out the door. Alright, so now we're moving on to Berlin. Which I'm always happy to see, especially with 2 players that are very familiar with the map. If my memory serves me correctly. So, going into our item bans that'll be chosen first by In4 and then by Papier. I don't even remember what I think I banned the snail in my match on Berlin. I don't know. I don't remember what I banned, but there's not really a whole lot other than kill condition specific bans that really messes you up too much on Berlin, because obviously most of everything you're going to find on the map. So unless you want to ban like fiber wire or something, even if you have darts or whatever, you still have other options to have the same effect. Our banned items are going to be silenced pistols and tranquilizers, which I believe from my conversation with Punk a few days ago will ban silenced pistol as a condition, because the only way you can get one on the map is by starting bus stop. Obviously there's tons of silenced SMGs on the map, so
Yeah, so it just bans that specific condition, because thinking about it, like, for example, if you ban silence pistol on Haven, right, you could
Yeah.
start anywhere and still get to it. But
Yeah,
Berlin, it just
lots
makes
of
it
those.
you have to start there. That's why I figured it would be
I think
a little awkward there.
I think this also prevents having to bring in multiple firearms to be able to complete the spin, which is good as well. And then Tranks is, I don't know, I think the only thing I would use a Trank for is the delivery guy, but, it's kind of something that everyone will throw into their loadout on most maps, so it just kind of messes with people.
Yeah, it's a safe. It's the old day if you played Hitman 2 and you played contracts mode, the electrocution foam and the Trank.
Yeah.
So,
Better than banning shurikens, I'll give him that.
and the bat. Okay,
Yeah.
I will put you on a list. You are banning the bat. But it's gonna be an interesting spin. I would love to hear your thought after you read it. I think.
You think? Well, I'll see what I can
think
come
the
up with.
spin. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, it is live, and it's Loud Shotgun Technician, Screwdriver Rolf, Falling Object, Club Crew, Combat Knife, Dealer, and Pistol as DJ. So 4 of those kills are, Rolf-viable, but
2 of them loud, so
we'll see.
Yeah. Well, there's falling objects, so they have to go up there and get something done.
That's what
way.
I said with the 4. And of course, players now don't have the option to do that pistol kill silent. Unless they want to start bus stop, which would be funny, but
yeah, you could still do that and get yourself a silenced pistol that way, but you forfeit like every other item.
So obviously
you get the combat knife too, so
yeah,
it's 2 items.
you're bringing in the combat knife, and I mean that's probably it. You can get a shotgun both from Rolf's room and, well, from a lot of people, but mostly in the biker area. So other than bringing that in, you want to make sure that whatever approach you have for the dealer is going to work. In4 trying to... I've wanted to use the snail just to do this quickly, and that's exactly the reason I don't, is because it's just, like, really obnoxious with the lock on. You shouldn't be able to lock on the heads with a sedative mine, but whatever.
There should be an option to turn it off. I really feel like
a medic grenade locks onto the head.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
So Papier has got the roof pretty much cleared here, and that'll get him an easy loud kill. He's going to bring up Banner, but I think he's missed the timing to get that falling object kill on Davenport, so that's going to be lost for him at this point. Though he did grab the free Club Crew disguise, unless he wants to see if he can get it on his way back inside. But yeah, he doesn't stand still there, which is where the issue comes in.
Yeah, with that Bartoli as it, that shooting that bag of bricks is not very accurate, and all the gunshot will bring in all the guards too.
So we see pretty much the full roll floor here for In4Fun, and so all he's going to be missing is the dealer disguise, and then this is falling object kill. His screwdriver is going to be just about right next to where his smuggle is. And he's looking at... He's got one witness there. That's not really an issue. Just to make sure that Davenport actually dies at some point.
Nope, now there's two.
Yeah.
Or not. Apparently, Montgomery is not in witness.
So he's got two bodies in this room, because that'll be double soundproof kills for him on the shotgun and the pistol. You can listen to the pretty snail music. Oh, there's three. Unless that counted as green guns. But now he's just got to wait for... Oh, I always forget this guy's name.
I don't know his name.
Starts with the
Annoying guy.
M, I think. I don't know, I don't remember. But he's back in his dealer. He's going to get probably 3 kills in pretty quick succession here. And then not going to have Davenport or Thames for falling object kills. So he might have to do a little bit of work there.
Still Swan's an option, so...
Wow, and he walks... I was really surprised to see that. I was going to say he got away with it, but then he didn't.
Yeah, I'm surprised he did that, because that... Yeah, that's always a risk when you open that door.
Yeah, it is, you know, quote-unquote luck-based, because it's on whether or not they're actually looking in that direction, but of course it's on a cycle, so...
Oh, side knockout, is that for Papier? No, that was probably green.
Yeah.
Gets the kill on Davenport. Let's bring in Banner up. He started Club Crews.
So that gives him a better start, and I imagine he's just going to wait for Banner to get up here, and that'll get him a soundproof loud shotgun kill. And he's headed down. It looks like his smuggle right now. In the entrance room. And I think we're just going to see In4 do the raw floor again here.
Yeah, unfortunately the raw floor takes 3.5 minutes to do, so it's a kind of a setback.
Here comes Banner. And yeah, he's gonna rip.
Too.
He's gonna. So the issue is he stood too close to those bodies, which gave him combat. And the way 3-shot panics work in this game is really terrible. If they pass any guards on their way to their location and then they get into combat with you, or you subdue them, or anything like that, it basically gives them all telekinesis. So he's able to
knocked out the 2 non-targets.
Yeah, and I think that was quick enough, but he's going to have several more kills before he figures that out. I don't think they ran it around the corner to see the body, but they do get that pretty quickly. And he's got 3 downstairs disguises he still needs to take care of, so... Quite a lot more running left. Just gonna grab Rolf disguise to lose enforcer status. Wow, those guards didn't actually hear that. That's pretty surprising. I was surprised to see him opt to take out Banner, but I think he's got that controlled at this point.
Yeah, Davenport was just a bit closer, I think.
It should be everyone down at this point, other than the guard.
What was that? One of the bikers just got found for Papier
Yep.
on the stairs. Guys that walked behind Montgomery. Well, lead back for In4Fun now. Just finished the raw floor, about 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. If I were Agent 47, I don't think I'd be throwing around blocks of C4 like that, but whatever. And there's the pistol kill. Shotgun's going to be right here for him.
Just need to go grab Banner's disguise, making sure he's not getting caught by the camera.
It seems like he wants to just delete the cameras, but he doesn't have a throwable.
Right. He's gonna go grab his smuggle, I guess. There's the screwdriver also.
What would be very nice is if Banner carried a screwdriver like every other technician, but
Yeah, I was
to
gonna
ask
say
for.
that at the beginning of the mission, but you know, it's like, oh, we gave you lethal poison, so.
There's the evidence.
Like.
Yeah, I think he just wants to do that while he's still got this DJ disguise to break the enforcer. And
Yeah, very good awareness.
Papier, I think, just doing the same sort of thing. There's his shotgun kill and his falling object kill done. And In4's going to do the roleplay, but the dealer is stuck now for him, so that's going to be something he has to deal with. And I've never tested it, but I don't think he ever moves if you just wait. I think you do have to actually
get a new disguise.
Fix it yourself. Yeah.
But yeah, that's guard changing the stance is kind of a bit scary there, but DJs are allowed. He does have a seeker, so you can't get up on top of those boxes and take a shot, or on the ventilation.
Yeah, it looks like he's clear to take it from the back here. As long as he doesn't kill an NPC. There we go. Papier at this point is going for a grab on the Rolf disguise. Seems like he wants to get rid of the bikers as well. Great. Great game. IO, there's going to be a punch in the face. GRB for In4Fun there. And it's going to be another rip and a restart.
Yeah. This.
And yep, Papier also gets screwed by the game. No lock on. With that thrown KO will lead to a distraction, and then the guard turns around and spots Rolf's body. So that's a double restart.
In4Fun, maybe thinking about changing up his strategy completely. If he's got a falling object in mind, honestly, it's a good strategy to go for the Rolf and get the 4 kills done.
And the issue on Papier's side is with his approach. He gets these 2 kills pretty quickly, but then he has so much work that he still has to do. with all three disguises, especially luring Banner up to here, makes it a good amount harder to get 3 kills downstairs.
Yeah, In4Fun still starting as a DJ, so maybe something within his existing strategy is going to change up. First step is fighting against the lock-on.
Papier is coming back up for Banner at this point, so he doesn't have to worry about combat. And then he's got his shotgun on him already, so this should be a pretty easy kill.
Gunshot hurt on that one.
Presumably we'll go down for Rolf and do sort of the same thing again. Patience, Joe. I'm still on my way. Oh, yep, and he does still have both of these guys coming up as well. And I imagine that'll probably be a body found on the way around, but he's still green guns, so it looks like he's fine. So he should hopefully be fine. Doesn't seem like any other guards have locked on, but it's always possible.
Oh, who's this guy? Is that Montgomery's? Yeah, looks like.
Oh, he's got combat, but he's fine for the moment. In4Fun. But they did hear it, so he has to deal with that. Doesn't look like he's noticed, which is going to be a problem for him. Yeah, and that guard's going to walk all the way around and find those bodies. He walked right around him, so he didn't see it. Yeah, they heard, I think it was Davenport yell.
Yeah, a bit of a frustrating Berlin. It's almost halfway into the spin now.
Papier now coming up as the DJ, and has a pistol. I think he still has, should have green still on the roof that he can get that kill for.
Almost like
a dozen shots later, and he's got it. So just combat knife as dealer and screwdriver as Rolf left. So hopefully he has a solid grab there for the dealer. And then he should still have both Montgomery and Chamberlain downstairs if he wants to grab both of them. But might involve some waiting if he does. Montgomery would normally be coming downstairs around now, but I think he's probably delayed from the panic that came with Banner.
Can get Rolf and then get closer to Chamberlain's timing when he comes back. Restart on the roll floor for In4Fun now. Dragging Chamberlain, the first loud kill. Essentially, it's 2 loud kills.
Papier this time hopefully gets a proper lock on. And
yeah, he's gonna wait this time. Gets the lock on, gets the hit.
And that'll be the disguise for him secured. We see Montgomery gonna start to come down the stairs, and he's gonna need to go grab that screwdriver.
Davenport, there's a lot of agents awake now in the wolf room.
So So it's
Gonna have to get some quick knockouts.
interesting. It looks
Banner
like
them
Papier
down.
wants to clear out this area for Chamberlain when he comes in to hopefully prevent any bodies from being found by him opening the door. And there's a spot on Montgomery, but his guard is already down from earlier, so shouldn't be any problems there.
He's got a screwdriver for him, ready to go. That's kill 4 down for Papier.
Yeah, and Chamberlain should be here in just under a minute, so that gives him plenty of time to work on getting the dealer. And then get back in time for the kill. Might just be opting to isolate and then go for the disguise. Kind of depends on...
Opens the door with Davenport's body there again, but closes it immediately. Then
He shakes his head.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends here on how Papier wants to approach the dealer, but he's got most of his run secured at this point.
Yeah, just waiting for Chamberlain to come in. Just a few more seconds. We'll be here. In4Fun now has approaching the dealer, it looks like, barring any restarts from Papier. He's looking really good, just has to avoid the enforcer.
Chamberlain does not care at all if the guards are gone. I wish there were more interactions in the game, like with Dahlia, where she like notices that her guard is missing. I'm pretty sure it's only her that does that in the entire trilogy.
Yeah, it's because it's Paris, because every single thing was handcrafted.
And In4Fun almost again.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before, so to get that twice.
I've never personally experienced that myself, but I saw it yesterday, and I guess that's a new thing.
Papier doesn't have it. DLSS. Your frame rate was too high, so now you get a GRB. Yeah. Observer, honestly, I have no idea if the Maelstrom does that, because I don't think I've ever had him get into the house before. Other than, like, the first time I played the map or whatever. But there's the 5th kill for Papier, and he's going to disguise to just walk himself down to the exit. So that looks like a pretty easy map win for Papier, which will take this into the decider, which I think ended up being Whittleton, if I remember. Or no, it was Scale. Yeah, Scale, or Whittleton was the ban, and Scale was the decider.
So, 20 minutes for a spin.
Yeah,
both players taking each their own pick. I got right messages.
And Infer was kind of just ended up getting stuck on the Rolf Lure strats there with just the random rips they ended up getting. I think it was the dealer GRB that really costed him a chance. Did not get to see his plan for the falling object, but maybe he'll finish the spin. And given that we have a decider, that means the two players will ban items independently of each other. So the same item can be banned twice, and that just means there'll only be one ban. Going into Scale, where things like Tranks and Emetics potentially can be more impactful than they are on Berlin, for example. So might be some mind games involved there. I think In4 has seen to submit his ban. Looks like he wanted to get the Swan Disco Ball. But now he might have instead opted for the bag of bricks that's in the biker hideout, which does involve some dragging, but it's a pretty safe kill. And that would be Rhodes, who he's grabbing now. And there you see the bricks. He highlights it on his screen for us. All tranquilizers and the broadsword have been banned. Broadsword is an interesting item to ban. Because it's very much on the map. So a ban, more so than anything, just means you'd have to go more out of your way if it comes up, rather than like messing with a strategy. Because all you need to get to the broadsword is, I believe, just an elite guard disguise and then the key card that they drop. Or something like a breaching charge. Yeah, and In4 is able to get that kill. So, looks like he would just exit Scooter at that point. And, I don't remember exactly what Papier's time was, but I think that would have been pretty close in-game time-wise. Looks like he might actually go for the motorcycle instead.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate not to be able to get a clean version of that during the spin, but it was a very good strategy of it.
Yeah, the
It's like a Rolfie spin. It is.
in terms
definitely
of
fun.
like, I guess if you put it in like a list of levels, like Davenport would be my first choice for falling object, then Thames, then probably Swan, and then that bag of bricks. But the bricks are definitely more consistent than the disco ball, even if it does end up taking slightly longer. So it's not a bad option for sure. So all tranquilizers would be messing with primarily the MOC isolation, but of course it's still very possible. I know In4 generally does the seeker for both targets, so most of the spins I don't think that would have too much of an effect for him. And Papier might be using the phone lure, or just a coin trail around, but pretty much the same effect. Oh, and she's gone. I think, I mean, obviously the phone. Oh wow. The phone works better than the coins, but in my experience, it's been definitely less reliable. We'll see when the spin goes live here if you want to take our decider here, Punk.
Yep, Decider, Isle of Scales, Zoe, Washington with an injected poison as the custodian, Sophia with an electrocution as the butler.
So we have definitely seen Electro Sophia in this tournament before, and it is a pretty straightforward kill condition. Assuming it's a spin where you want to start Architect, and I think this definitely is. You just drop a taser in the bathroom. Looks like Papier is actually going to opt for a custodian start, which he may be looking at that point to get an early Zoe kill with the fire pit and then go up to get Sophia. But I think just because of how the map is structured with the exits, I think I generally would prefer In4Fun's approach. Looks like he might actually be fast enough from custodian start to maybe lure Zoe to the side and get that poison kill. Just gonna have to deal with her guard. I didn't think he'd actually make it here fast enough for this.
Yeah, it's oh.
Nope, she's going.
The lure's lost.
Yeah, he was taking her all the way around, but bumps don't really work on her, so. In4 gonna very quickly grab the butler disguise, and then he'll be able to work on Sophia. Okay, that's what I said, Blunts, about the phone that kind of brings her around the corner. I think it definitely works more consistently just because of the fact that you can't really bump. Zoe very well.
That
And of
seems
course,
like really far away. Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't even look. Oh, walks into the trespassing zone, gets spotted. Crime notice. He's still going through.
Yeah, the trespassing zones for the butler are definitely strange, to say the least.
Yeah, the chef has more access, I think.
I mean, he is the Constance butler, but, you know. Considering he is the constant, you would think his attending butler would have access to the map at all, but...
Up here with the coin trail again. It's gonna go for the seeker on the guard, so
yeah, and then that'll
concentrate.
Oh man, he did get somebody else with that. Oh wow, Zoe actually took that lure.
Even though the custodian heard it too. That's interesting. In4 taking out the guard, the distraction wasted on the guard, so
and he bumped
there.
he bumped her on accident, it seems like. And he's also got this guard coming by who will almost definitely hear that.
Yeah, she's gonna ask him to do it,
and then
he's
he'll
just probably gonna
do nothing.
Yeah,
he didn't hear anything.
Because he didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah, he still, I think, definitely has a chance to. Oh,
why is she
Zoe
now?
What? Okay, he's got it here. Yeah. And then all he has to do is.
Oh well, no, she's doing the little shot.
Climb up the pipe.
Oh, there she goes. So similar in-game time, but Papier already has that kill done.
So it'll be a question of if In4Fun having the slower kill on Zoe. Well, never mind, because he got found trespassing. I was gonna say if that outweighs the fact that Papier is gonna have to move around the map a little more based on the fact of where the exits are. Did he just get green guns trespassing? Okay, cool.
Apparently, yeah.
In4 using Wiimod for sure. Yeah, I've never seen that outside of soft trespass.
He turned it on after he got spotted trespassing as the butler. Jokes, by the way.
All part of his plan.
Butler no longer trespassing. This guy has... the guy who mapped his trespassing zone must have had a overtime day or something. Well, he's back to trespassing. And here's the constant. He's also an enforcer.
And, I mean, now he basically just wants to get a disguise that'll actually let him set up this kill, because he's at least not as easily, and he is able to get that out. So now, yeah, he's going to want to grab this Architect disguise, presumably, because that'll actually get him access to the helipad for his exit.
The guard is looking this way, and here's hoping he doesn't. Okay, he's looking sideways now. Wow.
Yeah, and this is looking good for In4Fun, at least at this very moment, but they've got one kill apiece, so we'll see how well, presumably MOC lure given the timing, so we'll see how well that works.
No tranks, so it's a little more manual now.
Did also have the snail, which was used for the butler.
Green Guns butler trespassing spotted.
But personally, I think the snail's kind of weird for the MOC lure because, like, sometimes people from way far away will hear it and come all the way
I've had
up.
that happen. Well, it's just like, I'm not going to use that anymore because the guards below it hear it. Oh, man. That's a peekaboo on the custodian.
Yeah, so everybody else should stay in the same place. It's really the custodian that you have to worry about. So should be fine to do a triple KO. I want to get this so we can get an actual melee item. Yep. I don't think I've had the MOC hero subdue on this guy, but I mean, it's definitely possible.
Oh my!
You love to
Front,
see Hitman.
side into front KO. He was able to survive the trespassing, but not the KO.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see.
Yeah, I was curious he went for that one and not a toss there, and yeah, that's gonna cost him a
I
lot of
mean,
time.
you know, when you have two really solid players in a roulette match, I mean, most of the time it is going to be decided by IO Interactive rather than the players. So,
Yeah, well, even when you don't, it's just when you turn the game on, your experience is just all over the
Papier's
place.
got it. Um, so there's the
So that
detonation. He's going to change into a real disguise, and he should just be able to exit helicopter at this point. I think. Let's see. Looks like he might go for the ladder exit. Yeah, I think. I mean, right after that KO, he would have triggered the MOC lure. So I think at that point, it's a question of if Zoe is actually close enough to beat Papier in a race here. But I think it definitely would have come down pretty close.
yeah, I think so, especially with the exit Papier's taking, because he would have just had to change disguise, walk on, take the helicopter.
Oh, and never mind.
Oh, body found.
Who is that? Oh, it's
That's the
the
butler.
the constant. I guess came. I didn't think he was gonna come over there that quickly based on where he was in instinct.
Oh my. Well, like the match is not over yet. This is like the most. I think today in general, because that Mando Maddie Hokkaido was also
Yeah,
a crazy.
I definitely don't think the players were expecting this match to go on for as long as it has in either direction. So,
Yeah, there's the 20-minute Berlin. What is it, like a 15, 16-minute Hokkaido?
fortunately, you cannot throw the snail while you're at this window. So,
Yeah, just about to mention that as well. Maybe that will be a new feature for 7DS, 8th DS.
oh no.
Huh.
But yeah, In4's not gonna have these bodies found with them both sedated. And I mean, even if Papier had wanted to play that more carefully and hide those bodies, it's really annoying to hide bodies right here. So
Yeah, I think behind that couch is safe enough. At least from the constant, it
I
is.
have no idea where the constant goes, honestly, when he's in there.
Constant
So
doesn't go towards that window. He stays by the fireplace. And
fair enough. And Papier is gonna look to get this quick poke behind the wall again.
looks like he's successful again.
Yep.
A quicker animation from Zoe as well.
Zoe gets so scared by the inject that she just drops everything.
Yeah, yeah. That animation is funny. He's like, "Oh, what did you just do?" Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, exactly. And Papier's got an elite guard here going to the bathroom.
Nope. Peekaboo this time for In4Fun, since he's in a legal disguise. Have to do a different chain of events, and Custodian orders the guard, I think, to go for it.
So, I mean, he can knock out the guard. The worry, though, is that there are, like, some little slats, like you can see.
That's always a problem. This
Custodian
guy, but should be
might
good
head
now.
turn. So, one, and then he needs to deal with the MOC, and then the Custodian shouldn't really turn around for any reason.
Yeah, with the MOC down, he should just be in the computer or whatever the heck he's looking at. It's probably one of the most annoying NPCs in the map,
Yeah,
along with the constant.
for sure. And there's no way to, like, stop the dialogue from happening either, because it's a mission story.
Entertainment.
So these bodies are hidden now, so there's no chance of him spotting something on a subdue or whatever.
Up here, skips the radio, obviously, and goes for Seeker. So gets Sophia back in the bathroom.
And
a guard from Egypt will react to that sync.
just gotta distract him. You should be able to just set this up remote. Although that sync is off. And in his Custodian disguise, all these bodies are hidden, and Zoe is coming, so really the only issue he might have is timings on these two.
Yeah, guard's really far behind. It's
And there's no
bump
body
delay her.
for Zoe to see either. So
Yeah, you probably don't want to risk that and not have the prompt. So, oh, but well,
so
knock her out in front of him. So
I was gonna say, fortunately the
knock him out in
guard.
front of her.
Fortunately, the guard walks to his post no matter what you do, but he just knocked him out, and then he should be fine with the gun in her face. If she wants to die at some point, that'd be great for him.
Yep. He's safe to change. He does.
And
so, yeah.
Somehow,
Fortunately
some way,
for him, the plan comes along for this one. It works out.
Somehow, it looks like he's gonna get an exit. I don't know what's up with that.
Constant.
Constant probably found the bodies, the butler's body. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that one wasn't in the corner. So. 5.5 minutes.
Okay.
Bullet impact noticed by the custodian. Let's hope he doesn't get some of this transfer instant combat. He exits the map with the decider. He
does wait out the timing there for getting insta-spotted after that shot, and seems like he's fine to take a 2-0 over Papier, and unfortunately push him through to the winner's bracket round 3. And we'll pull up our brackets here soon. Looks like they have been updated. So I will put this down. Looking at our brackets here, we see In4Fun takes the 2-1 over Papier and moves on to the winner's bracket round 3. Only one more match to decide both of those matches.
Yeah, we could have In4Fun versus Yanini.
Yeah.
And then Chris versus Yanini.
The cage match. I'm not particularly looking forward to my prospects for the rest of this tournament, but we'll see how it goes. And then we see Papier drops down into the lower bracket, and he's going to face Nezuko in round 2, match 4, and then several more things to be decided for an opponent there. So yeah, in for either Joker or Yanini will be his next opponent. That match will happen tomorrow, so that should be set relatively soon. And yeah, that's going to do it for us here. I'll take us over then to our upcoming matches as well. I think it's just one match I already mentioned. Yep, Joker and Yanini tomorrow, 1 p.m. my time. That is 20 European time, and then you can go from there. But yeah, plenty of matches to get scheduled, plenty more matches to watch in this double elimination tournament, and that's going to do it from me. Monkey, if you'd like to thank your parents or God or whatever for this cast, I'm going to look for
I'll thank you.
Someone to raid. Thanks for the adminning work on this back-to-back here.
Yep, happy to be able to help, and thanks to you for picking up the cast as well. Appreciate it.
Any fella, would you look at that Munga Dungalis is streaming? I don't know why he's not on my sidebar, but he is live, so unless In4Fun wants to troll me with another post-match stream, I will raid Munga, and that will take us out. So thanks everyone for joining me. Thanks again to Punk for the adminning, and I'll see you in the future. Bye. Okay. We are out.